We're going to look at histograms today, another kind of graph. And how to draw them, and then you can work on that. This is, let's bring this over. Okay, so let me get my keyboard set up here. Okay, so we're going to look at histograms or histographs. That's too big. Okay, so you're going to need to make frequency tables. So these are bar graphs that use frequency tables. Okay, so let's say, for example, we have okay, so we're going to do the example on page 37. Okay, so that one talks about this. The data shows the number of acres of 32 sugar beet farms near Tabor. Quinn's family wants to grow sugar beets on their farm near Tabor. How can Quinn's family use the data to help them decide how many acres they should use for sugar beets? Organize the data into intervals and create a frequency table. Choose a number and width for the intervals. Determine the range. Okay, so the range is the highest minus the lowest number. So in our example, it's 836 minus, okay, and we can look at the side there, and the smallest one is 59, I believe. 59. That's the range. So calculator, 836 minus 59. 777. Okay, so that's the first thing they ask. The second thing they ask us is choose an appropriate number of intervals. Okay, so the intervals is how many that you're going to have. Okay, so they've got it done for you in B. So they've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 intervals. So there's 8 intervals. Okay, and it says, suppose you use 100 wide for each interval. Divide 77 by 100, and this round this to get 8 intervals. Okay, so start with the first interval. So they have the intervals drawn for us. Okay, so the first one is 50 to 150. Okay, and then you're going to get 151. Sorry, to you're going to go 100 wide, so it's going to be 250. And then the next one's going to be 251, 350. We should we'll put a line in between there so we can see it after we're done. So this will be 350. We're going 100 wide. And then we'll put 2 spaces in there. It'll look a little better. Okay, and then we got 351. to 450, 451 to 550, 551 to 650, 651 to 750. Okay, and then very last one is 750 to 850, which they have there for you. 751. Now they say 750, but I say 751 because I always go one up. So it's not the same interval. You don't want 750 and 750 in two intervals, and 850. So there's your intervals. Now we're just going to make a little table of it so that we can count them. So I'll put a little line like this, like B has in your book. You can just fill this in the book when you're working it out with me, or just watch. Doesn't really matter. You'll be doing this on your own for some example questions. Okay, so there is my, let's move me over here. Okay, so now I just have to count how many cases of each there are in that square in our book. So I'm going to take a pencil and check them off. It's kind of how I would do it, or a pen or whatever. Okay, so 50 to 150. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 17 of them from 50 to 150. So that's in here. Oh. 17. Okay, 151 to 250. 1, 2, 3. Oops, this is 18. I see one in here I missed. 18. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this one is, where were we here? 151 to 250. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4, 5. 5 of those. Okay, now 251 to 350. 251 to 350 is 1. That's it. 351 to 450. 1. Oh, sorry, this one had 2 in it. There's one that's exactly 350. So we'll fix that one. It doesn't want to get rid of it because I got something that. The heck. Now it doesn't want to erase it there. So we'll say 2. Ignore this other number that won't erase for some reason. There we go. 2. Right. 351 to 450. So I'm going to go 351. 1. There's only a few left in here. 2, 3, 3 of them. Okay, 451 to 550. 1, 2, and there's only one left. No, so there's 2. Okay, and the rest of them, there's only the 800 one left. So that one fits right at the end, just about. So this is a 0. This is a 0. And this is a 1. So we've done B. B says, complete the first row, the table in the intervals, record the intervals along the horizontal axis, label the vertices shown. So we've got a little piece of graph paper there, so I have to make some graph paper to do this. So let's bring some graph paper out. Let's see, graph paper. Okay. So there we have it. Okay, now we're going to just make a graph here with some axes. So we'll go like this. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double blocks. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double blocks. Now we've got to put the side. We have to have our numbers on the side. So we start at 0 down here and we got to go up to 850. So 0 down here. Now, if we're going to go up to 850, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we go up 200 each of these, we're going to get up to 850 near the top. So that's set 900 there. Okay, now we're going to go 50 to 150. So there's 100, 150 is right there. Oh, sorry. We don't need those on the side. We need we need the numbers on the side. The 50 to 150 have to be on the bottom. That's my mistake. Did them backwards. Do them backwards. Fix that up. Okay, so this is 50 to 150. 151 to 250. 251 to 350. 351 to 450. 451 to 550. 551 to 650. 650 to 750. 651. 751 to the 850. Okay, so now we have to go 1, 2, well, we got 18. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if each of these is 2, we're good. So this is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so 0 to 50 is 18, so it goes all the way up to here. Make our bar. Whoops, it's a little bit crooked. Okay, and then we got 5 for the next one. That's 6, so 5 would be halfway. 2 for the next one. 3 for the next one. 2 for the next one. Couple of zeros, so we don't need a bar at all. And then 1 for the very last one. Okay, so that's how we do a histogram. Okay, so there's our shape. And then it says in D there, it says, what information can you give the family? So the most common area for sugar beet farms is between blank and blank. So it'd be between 50 and 150 because it's the biggest number right here, right? And then if you look, it says the largest sugar beet farm in the area. Okay, well, there's one large one here that's between 750 and 850. So that'd be there. And then the last one they ask you is the other 5 farms in the area uh, up to, other 5 farms have areas up to the interval from 0 to 0 acres. Okay, well, they're talking about these here, other 5 farms. There's actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 farms because they can't count for some reason. I don't know why they said 5, but they might be, whatever. So the rest of them have acres from here to there. So that's 151 to 550. Okay, so fairly easy when you're doing histograms. Okay, so that's an example one. So that's on page 37. Same idea for number 30 for the other ones there. Uh, less. So for practice, we're going to be on page 38 and 39. This is section 2.2 in your workbook. And that's just doing reading. The first one's reading, and the next 3 are making. Okay, and they give you the start of the intervals that you use, and then you just have to do your own counting. But if you get stuck, just let me know. Okay, so then 38 and 39, so you're going to do number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lots of graphic stuff. Okay, we haven't done one for about a week there, so I thought I'd better put one up. Okay, and we'll just do like one every 3 days. I know we've been a little bit slow there, but we do have to get through 5 chapters, and we're on chapter 2, so we better do a few so that we can get to that 5th. We don't have to do, if you look in your book, there's I think 9 chapters or 8. We only have to do 5 or 6 of them to cover everything. It's not really the apprentices and workshop one that you have covers a little bit more extra stuff. Okay, so I will save this for you, and you can work on that today and tomorrow.